God
And the
damn,
actual
stupid
the
mouse.
airfield. I went to when I was in the Air Force. I went to Bulgaria to do some work, and the below the airfield, some of the buildings and stuff are so similar to how it actually looked over there. It's creepy how similar it is.
Dean, we have some. Oh, you have rocket aviators.
Was that your mouse again, Dean?
This is the hunter pants. So awesome.
Show your clothes
So you
off.
can get-
Show that outfit out, girl.
Ah, I'm working it. I am
You are
working
What
it.
is going on in here? There's a bipod at the top of the fire station tower.
A bipod, I've got one.
Oh, okay.
The fuck is that? Handcuff. Oh, whoop. Bleep, beep! Beep!
Beep.
Oh! Yeah!
Blitnack.
Did you find an FNX optic?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Oh,
Like you can tell what
yeah.
optic he got by this laugh. That's impressive.
That's the pistol optic laugh.
Oh, that is so sick. Oh
Oh, yeah. Ah!
Oh, that is so cool.
I don't have any
I
ammo!
love this game right now.
Coming down.
Ah! No!
Pistol optics. That is the best thing. It makes me so happy.
That is sick.
I thought you had no ammo, Dean.
Oh, I had no ammo for the pistol. God damn it. Stop getting involved, Dad. You're not my mom, Dad.
Do the zombies still have loot on them when they die?
No, not at the moment. It was too much of a lag issue. Oh, what the hell. Oh, at least I didn't break my legs. I was getting excited. I found that freaking optic. Love that optic. Yeah, no, a lot of lag problems. So we have to deal with stuff carefully. What the hell?
Oh yeah, I see. When you went up the stairs there, you can still do the old bug where you can mouse wheel down through the wall and get on the outside by clicking on the ladder.
Yeah, we want to redo how all that stuff works, but it's going to take time.
So here's a question. At release, when the game's completely good to go, 100% good to go, what do you envision for the zombie count in a city like Cherno or Electro? Whenever there's, like, let's say, several players in the city.
I think you any more than 200, and it just kills performance way too much for zombies. But what we're probably going to do is spawn them from outside and have them wander in. That's, I think, the
That's
achievable
good,
thing.
yeah.
Who knows? Like, if we, it just depends. Like, we've got to balance so many different parts of the bubble and stuff like that. You get a lot of desync. Desync's not so bad now because of the bubble. So you don't get desync from other stuff.
So you're only synced with other people inside each other's bubble radius, is that right?
Well, you're only synced within your bubble radius. But it means that if you're flying around at the moment... okay, yeah, there's zombies. Brian! Brian!
Wow. They would have stood there in a line, like, come at me, bro. Oh god, they look so smooth when they drop.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
It's going to be even better when we get the ragdoll. You got that one, Brian? Brian, behind us! I think.
Wow, that looks so cool.
Wait, what the hell? I don't know, I'm freaking out. I'm buzzing out,
You
man.
are freaking out, man.
I'm freaking out, Jerry! Yeah. Sorry, I don't know, you might have asked questions and I didn't reply to them.
Just forget the questions, this just looks incredible.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch.
Yeah, exactly, I could just sit and watch this.
Oh, I can't wait to see the streams, and I can't wait to see what modders do as well. Like, because you don't really get to see a lot of the architecture changes, and that's the, we spend so long doing the architecture changes, it's going to take us a long time to do the content stuff. But once we bring out the supportive modding, if we can do it in such a way that's a bit more structured than what we did previously, I think the results are going to be just superb.
Holy crap, this looks cool. The hotel looks great. Wow.
I totally agree with
Plane.
what's
Oh my forward.
I know, that looks absolutely incredible. What you said is so true, Soma. People like us that have played it for so long, you get to the point that you've kind of experienced pretty much every scenario that can ever happen, and it gets to the point that it's just like, shoot everyone, whatever.
Right.
And this is going to add so much depth that's going to take us back from this current era of Call of Duty style mods for DayZ, where you spawn and you're parachuting from the sky and you've got assault rifles already and everyone's got a ghillie suit and a sniper rifle, like that kind of COD mentality. And it's going to bring you back to the point that you're genuinely kind of intimidated everywhere you go, and everything's so new that you're almost going to be pressured into having to think the scenario through. Should I shoot this guy? Should I talk to them? I think it's going to be classic DayZ from the the classic era when we all used to play it for the first time all over again, but amplified tenfold.
And I think when sickness becomes part of it, that's when things will get really interesting. Because you'll need to decide, am I going to take what I need, or am I going to try and work with someone?
Right.
There's just so many new variables to it.
And just seeing the depth of the game, it makes me want to, like Sacriel just said, stop kind of killing everybody. And it makes me want to kind of be a hero. It makes me want to kind of take those handcuffs and arrest bandits instead of just shooting them. I want to see what happens when I try to arrest someone, or when I try to kind of have fun with the roleplay aspect and not just Call of Duty. It just, the interest is there now. It's really cool.
What we haven't shown is how satisfying it is to actually melee kill the zombies. I find that pretty good. This is the first time I've actually found an M4 in a proper mission and actually been able to run around with it.
Will there be brass knuckles? You were punching zombies earlier.
Oh, actually, Lemonade, that's a good
not,
idea.
Actually.
That's
That
a
would be
really
pretty
good
easy
idea.
one.
God damn it, I keep saying we shouldn't have magazines appearing, and I thought we fixed this. I guess we haven't re-binarized the loot, so it's understandable, I guess. Okay, well this went on a little bit longer than I was expecting. We should play some games now, man.
Yeah. Done.
Some games going. Oh, the zombies run on the docks as well.
Yeah. Which startled the hell out of me. I'll just go over here, and the zombie goes straight for me. What is going on?
Everyone's favourite.
You can
safety
go
net.
in the hotel and actually climb up.
No. It was that or do the new buildings, and the problem is we couldn't replicate lots of the hotels around. It would look stupid. But it's on my list of things I want to do. We just need to hire more artists, because this needs to be redone. But also we're getting to the problem. There's a lot of polygons and a lot of texture used with the plane. So yeah, it's all a big balancing act. If we can improve, if we can optimize the way DayZ is using the GPU, then we can do a bit more. And we also need to improve the occlusion culling as well.
I love the plane in the building. That's
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Are there more things out there, like classic places in Cherno that people are used to seeing that are going to be completely different, like the red barn in Starry smashed down, or at the airfield there's like a crash chopper in the middle of it or something? Are there going to be more kind of cool?
I mean,
Sorry,
Not the answer I was looking for, to be honest. If you could
I
elaborate.
almost had because my optics on my ACOG are broken. So I saw a form. I thought it was a zombie coming at me. It was actually me.
sorry, I missed that question because Brian was shooting at me. Wow, I've never seen this building.
What you were saying, Chris, something I'd like to add on to that, that I noticed rather early when I was starting to explore some of the areas that I've been put in. The way movement works now, being able to jump rather than vault or do like the Shack Pack Bunny Hop or something, it actually allows, because of how many buildings are enterable and how the certain things are laid out, it allows for a certain amount of, I hate to use this term, but DayZ parkour, where that encampment I was telling you about south of Pavlovo, the way they had laid it out, I discovered rather rapidly that traditionally you go into a hospital, you think there's maybe there's two ways out, right? The front door, and then, well, maybe three if you count both ladders. 3 ways out of the hospital. But now, because of the fact that you can jump off things onto roofs, from other roofs and such, I was able actually to go up, because I couldn't get in front of the hospital because there was players there and I was stalking them. So I went over to the tech building, jumped from the roof of the tech building, to the roof of the hospital, climbed down to the subroof of the hospital, and then jumped in from the subroof through a window on the 3rd floor into the back of the hospital and snuck up behind them. And I've encountered this kind of stuff like in Zelenogorsk, where since she's completely redone Zelenogorsk and it's more of a naturally connected to the trains, so there's landings and stuff. I was able to jump from a landing that one structure's on to the roof of another and completely bypass like a zombie risk or get to loot that I wouldn't normally be able to. And it added this whole new way of looking at the game horizontally instead of just traditionally vertically.
That makes me so happy to
Yeah,
hear that. That's so awesome.
God, we need to redo this action system though. Oh, it's a nightmare. Sorry, carry on.
So I was going to say, one of the limiting factors of DayZ is how simplistic a lot of the buildings are. And it's like you run in a house or you run in a hospital or something, and pretty much one person with one gun can lock you down. So adding a more vertical aspect, and if we can like vault between buildings, that's going to add so much more. There's going to be so much more for players to look out for. You know, you might run in a building and then look out the window and think, oh god, that guy's going to be out there because this is the only door I can come out of, and he might be vaulting up onto some ledge somewhere to hit you through another window. So it's going to add a lot more to the combat, and that's very exciting to hear. Here's an interesting question, Dean. In the new engine, the in-game VoIP, is it possible that it could be affected by walls or foliage, so you might be able to hear someone muttering behind a wall, or is it just going to be crystal clear VoIP as long as you're within the...
Yeah, we want to do that. We want to do a whole bunch of sound sampling changing. The first thing I want to do though is get the helmets to change the sample noise, and same with being inside. So once we do that, then we'll be able to look at more advanced stuff, I think.
Please, if you can avoid the lawsuit, please add the Bane mask. So you can just walk up behind someone and be like, hello there.
Oh, I don't know whether they have... I don't know how that works. Yeah, we probably don't have... Who is that? Is that Warner Brother money? Probably don't have Warner Brother money.
That's probably more.
But yeah, that would be interesting actually. You know, I mean, maybe you could even say you had a person handcuffed. You could apply the duct tape item to their face and actually bind them from being able to shout out to their teammates.
Oh, that makes me...
How cool would that be?
Do that, please. That is such a good idea. Oh.
Craig Gasson.
That's such a good idea. Holy crap.
Yeah, we can do a lot of stuff like that.
And then you can like make them tap, like press E, so they can like use their tongue to lick the tape, so that it's.
It would just be kind of interesting, right? Because like you're running along in the forest with your teammate, and then will suddenly go, and you go back and find them, and they're handcuffed, and they're going, and you run up and you like remove duct tape, and like it's behind you, and there's you turn around, there's a guy aiming a gun at you. So many cool things you could do.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Jeez, I wondered who that was, Brian. One of you left.
It was me. I was chasing a zombie.
This place looks pretty picked clean. I think someone's been here before.
I know there's no, obviously there's no vehicles or choppers, but can players still find little events like chopper crashes scattered around?
Not yet. Not yet. Yeah, we're like I say, we've just been so busy with this stuff. We want to do some of that sort of stuff, but most of all, I want to make stuff player generated, so players will generate the events essentially, like not deliberately, but they'll crash or they'll do this or that.
That's an interesting point, actually. I feel that the crash choppers added one of the handful of random elements to DayZ, because the map is relatively static, and once you've learnt it, you've learnt it. And there's always, even to this day, that little spike of joy. You played thousands of hours of it, but there's that spike of joy when you see your first crash. Not your first crash.
I think we can do that. We can do that, but we need to make sure it's up to the level of quality. So we'd want to do sort of some kind of procedurally deformed crater and all that kind of stuff. If we're going to do it, again, it's like everything else. If we're going to do it, then we do it right.
Right.
I mean, I suppose you could maybe have the server look around and find like a 3,000 meter bubble where there are no players, or where there are players near maybe, and just cause a massive explosion sound at those coordinates and then spawn the chopper in. So people from all the surrounding villages will hear this massive crash and be like, chopper! And everyone floods towards it.
Yeah.
Things like that would be kind of a really interesting way to put a new twist on the choppers.
Yeah, like eventually one day down the line, people are going to get used to standalone as well, and those chopper crashes, like Sacriel said, those random things that kind of change the tide of what's happening with your character and what items you're finding really do affect it so much. And then all of a sudden, this area in this empty field which was useless before, is now a camping spot or something like that.
Exactly.
Adds so
how
much.
tense is it when you find a chopper site and you approach with your binoculars, you're scanning all the woods, you're scanning the chopper itself to see if the weapons are still there. You're kind of thinking, is someone here waiting, or has someone looted it already? It adds so much, and think out, it's a relatively binary thing. You found a loot spawn, but because of the nature of randomness, and you never know how long it's been there and so on, it really adds a lot to the game.
Yeah, I think I think you're right. I think we need to put quite a lot of effort into that kind of stuff. But I think it's a matter of finding the right time that we actually put that stuff together. Right. Hey, Brian, there's a blood test kit here. Could you test your blood? We'll see if we're compatible. What was I? B positive.
Sure.
Yeah, probably not.
That's not a good idea.
My tags say B positive. Let's see what
Chloe's been telling me they've been playing blood bag roulette.
Oh my god, is that where you have an infected blood bag with the other ones?
No, they take blood from one person who they don't know the blood's. That's right, eh? But yeah, take the blood from someone they don't know, and then you mix it all up, and then you take one and hope it's your right blood. Otherwise, you get hemophilic shock.
B positive.
You're B positive.
I like the way you say hemophilic shock with such joy.
Yeah. Okay, look, we need to go because we need to play video games. We've only got 2 computers and 3 of us, so.
What do you guys
I can go get my other laptop somewhere around here. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Right, okay, are there any more questions?
I don't think there are lots more questions. If you need to go, you've blown the lid off DayZ Chernogorsk, which I think is which I think is a gift in itself.
No one wants to know the release date or anything like that, so I think you're good to go, man.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell?
Yeah!
He's restrained me, you bastard! You bastard!
Can you still run around? You said you can run around.
Yeah, I'm walking around. I'm walking around now.
Person?
I'm gonna end it. I'm gonna end this, man. I'm gonna end it.
Don't do it, Dean. Don't do it.
Oh!
No. Knocked out.
Oh!
So now I could respawn here if I wanted.
Oh, in the kidneys.
Hicks wins Survivor games.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow, just that alone is like an amazing addition to the game.
Dan, you should see my screen. You literally made it onto the ledge.
Holy crap! I did. I'm literally
That's
standing.
amazing.
Take a screenshot, man. You have to tweet that out. Oh, I don't have fraps running. You'll need to. Oh yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, and yeah, see, everyone can call me a liar because I remember a while ago I said there was no way that we were ever going to do walking around restrained. And then one day the animators did it, and I was like, oh, okay, fine.
Oh, now I just want to play. This is...
Soon!
Damn it.
Soon. Very soon. But we need to fix that other stuff. Otherwise, you can imagine you got 50,000 people trying to play it, and they're all glitching out, and they're all trying to do it at the same time, and it massively increases ping for everyone else. It'd just be a nightmare. So we get that fixed, we push the button, and it's all good. And then everybody can complain. So I think we'll call that a day. Thank you guys for coming in and helping. It's really hard to do the stream if
Thanks
you
for the
don't have
opportunity.
someone to talk to. Look forward to
it was
doing some
fun.
bro ops and
Hell.
bro s ops, Shannon.
Well,
She's
now
busy.
I want to play, so that's what I'm going to go do. I
That's
had
fine.
fun. Thanks a lot
Yeah.
for letting me hang out. It was good times.
Cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to take a moment to just thank Brian and Dean for taking the time to show the standalone today on behalf of everyone in the chat. I'm sure, well, it blew me away. It was way beyond my expectations. So I'm sure I speak for everyone when I'd say thank you, Brian and Dean, for showing us the game today.
No worries. Thanks
Thank
everyone for
you,
being patient.
ladies. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
I can't hold it in.
Okay, I'm gonna push the button. It's gonna end.
Alright, bye.